Man noticed something strange on his way home from work. In the silent night, a woman was standing at the bus stop, but it was already 3 a.m., and the last bus had long passed. Jack couldn't figure out what Annie was doing there, so he turned to leave, but to his surprise, Annie kept tapping the bench with her finger. Jack thought Annie wanted to say something to him, but after waiting a long while, she said nothing. The next day, Jack saw Annie again after work. For 2 nights in a row, she appeared at the last bus stop. Jack suspected Annie might be in some kind of trouble. Out of kindness, he went up to ask if she needed help. He also kindly reminded her that this was the last bus, but the woman beside him didn't answer his question. Jack didn't think much of it. Since she didn't seem to need help, Jack turned and left again. However, on the 3rd night, the woman was still sitting there. It looked like she was waiting for someone. The rain kept pouring harder. Jack had never experienced anything like this before. Out of goodwill, he invited the woman to his home to take shelter from the rain. He planned to ask the police for help the next day. Upon hearing this, the woman immediately stood up. It was as if she had been waiting for this moment all along. Jack didn't know danger was quietly approaching. After Jack entered the password, the lights in his home turned on automatically. But strangely, the lights suddenly went out after he entered. Jack quickly went to turn them back on, but the woman stopped him at once. Jack didn't question it and said nothing more. The woman was soaked from the rain. Jack quickly fetched a towel. He intended for her to dry her hair to avoid catching a cold, but after drying herself, the woman handed the towel back to him, and then something eerie happened. Jack was startled by what he saw. The woman's fingernails were growing from the front of her palms. At that moment, Jack realized what he brought home might not be human. Trying to stay calm, he stepped back out. But suddenly, the woman put down her suitcase. Then she crouched down and unzipped it. Jack was terrified. What could be inside the suitcase? As the zipper slowly opened, the woman stared at him without blinking. When the zipper was fully open, Jack finally saw what was inside. The suitcase was full of sharp knives. Jack started trembling with fear. What awaited him might be a tragic end. After it was all over, the woman dragged the suitcase away. A little girl was walking toward her. They passed each other shoulder to shoulder.